Over to that flunked out buttercream face.
That's right.
Prepare for the new moon.
Put a little reverb on that hoe. Come make the reverb on that hoe. Yeah, I'm about to freak her, yeah, let's go. Go a little deeper on that hoe. I'm going Jeepers Creepers in this hoe. I'm going Jeepers Creepers in this hoe. I like it, it gets ugly. I like it, it gets ugly. Yeah, shit get ugly like a motherfucker. Yeah, you a monkey like a motherfucker. Yeah, it's all about the money, shit ain't funny. Pop a bill, we need a blue, milk and honey, and I'll fucking mother. DoelowDaPilotman. Bitch, I'm head over hill. Just believe my plane, never let go of fail. Damn, I'm for real. Ain't got my bag box, selling grabs at the mail. And I got eyeball that nigga dead on no sale. Fuck with me, you can pick one with the leg off the shell. Bitch, I'm staying on going hammer and nail. Bitches know I feel, bitch, I'm like a noob. Drifting in a loop, mission in pursuit. Missiles might just shoot, chicken noodle soup. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on this witchcraft. Now let's just hope I never crush your mind with your bitch ass. I might just have to put a little reverb on that hoe. I might put a reverb on that hoe. Yeah, I'm about to freak her, yeah, let's go. Go a little deeper on that hoe. I'm going Jeepers Creepers in this hoe. I'm going Jeepers Creepers in this hoe. I like it, it gets ugly. I like it. Smell like nothing fun. It's about to get ugly like it's rubber sparks. It's all these problems that you wanna start. A billion people in the world could tell no one is smart. Tell me why you look like a couple stars. Look just like Homer Simpson and you fucking Marge. Yeah. You are blowing up a flights. Fuck that against Skywalker and a galactic federation of the light. We got by the motherfucking mic. No high in the best, the pilot is fine legit. I don't think the most high get higher than this. Created the highest eclipse. Nothing became something admire my shit. All of this fire is lit. You'll be mistaking me for like a Myers shit, bitch. I got a good off. I'm going in like the corner side pocket just like a poop off. So give a fuck about you pop out the center that's famous hoorah. Cause you simple for the community, you do little. You stay in your animalistic natures, remind me of Dr. Doolittle. Damn, hold like you put a little reverb on that hoe. Come make the reverb on that hoe. Yeah, I'm about to freak her, yeah, let's go. Go a little deeper on that hoe. I'm going Jeepers Creepers in this hoe. I'm going Jeepers Creepers in this hoe. I like it, it gets ugly. I like it, it gets ugly.
Oh, ugly smoked out. Yo, healthy hamburger, elephant face neck. Yo, serum shot tilapia fish neck face. Yo, GMO vaccine, Resident Evil, Umbrella Corporation neck face shot you just got yesterday, last week. I said right now we're gonna talk about some real energies going on in the sky, and I gotta run this down. So we get on the other channel and stuff like that, and break down some other flunked out energy. You know, the energy that got something to do with initiating don't mean nothing. Oh, sad. Everybody want to be initiated. Everybody want to be like, hey, pick me. I said, pick you for what? Getting college debt? I said, pick you for what? Learn some smack monkey energy? Pick you for what? To look old like an old shriveled up reptilian neckline face like Manly P. Hart? You had to pick one. Do you want to look like him? You had to pick one. You had to pick one. Don't doubt buttercream spirit. I got a little scrape little playing around. Long story. We ain't gonna get into all that. You know what I'm saying? You don't make the jack. That's long story. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing around with paints and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That in the hands of people who don't belong in. You know what I'm saying? Running around in areas and places that they don't necessarily, nobody told them to go there. And then never again after that too. You know what I'm saying? All kind of, and that it need to stop there. We don't need to talk about nothing else. Real stuff. Moon and Virgo. You know what I'm saying? Worry about the detail. Don't be worried about the details. Don't be worried about all the details right now. You trying to be the Lord Arctic Virgo right now. You trying to be the Lord Arctic Virgo right now. Don't be worried about the details and all that. You don't buttercream jawline, neckline face. You other than that. Real stuff. Oh, buttercream. But yeah, you know what I said? It's the energy. Why they messing with my stream? Do I gotta start over? Don't mess with my stream like this. Do I want my stream look like this? What's up, my stream? What's up, my stream? Y'all saying real stuff. Hold on, y'all gonna let this clear up a little bit because I don't know about all this. I thought it was clear. Whole time, I hope it wasn't like this the whole time. No, it wasn't. It wasn't like that the whole time. What's going on? What's going on? Na na na. What's going on? Na 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 na. Whose song is that? Marvin Gaye or Al Green? Sometimes I get confused. They all say like I be hearing the songs. They're like, okay, that I know which one. Then I hear the song again. But then if I gotta think about it for myself, I can kind of get confused. I get a little confused. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, it's Marvin Gaye. I knew it was Marvin Gaye. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Put me in weird algorithms. Man, who watching me and put me in weird algorithms right now? I teach the world astrology and stuff like that, man. Strike energy ain't cool. You know, it's ain't cool when I'm trying to teach the world about, you know what I'm saying, esoteric knowledges and concepts and, you know what I'm saying, how to stay grounded and how to not get lost out and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we good. All right, now look, check this out. We got the Sun in Libra and we got Moon in Virgo. So for the most part, this is putting us in some energy where, you know, we want to analyze our relationships. You know, so we might become go gadget, not as deep though. We just might start going go gadget with ourselves and start to expect or overanalyze our relationships in some way, shape, or form externally to see what work and what don't work. So that's the energy that we're gonna be in when it comes to that too. Now we might be also in a situation where we start to look at things that don't work and start to create some weird energy or fart cloud animosity energy. You know, I'm putting in our 2 cents around people that we care about and stuff like that. And then, I don't know, a person might feel like we don't care about them. So you want to make sure your 2 cent energy ain't, like, real flunkety, real harsh. You know what I'm saying? Based upon your life ain't being stable. Based upon you ain't got things working out or constructed in whatever kind of weird type of way that you think that this person was supposed to do. And this could be your mama. You know what I'm saying? This could be like that healthy hippo auntie you got and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It could be gorilla foot grandpa. However the case may be. But these are individuals that you probably don't need to be dumping energies on if you in this negative space. So keep that in mind too. You know what I'm saying? We start trying to overanalyze our relationships and our circumstances. And sometimes one of these things don't even need analyzed. Like that's gonna be your mama, whether you analyzing the relationship you got with her or not. Still gonna be your mama, still gonna be your brother, still gonna be your sister. So you can save all the analyzing for yourself and your casket bed and all that. And just know that these are situations that you created for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So what you know, these situations you create all the way down to your mother. Because a lot of y'all might not feel like that. You be like, hold on, that don't make no sense. You telling me that I created my circumstance. You telling me I created my mother. I thought my mother had to had sex with my father or whatever. Like, but you had ends on that. You had dibs on that. And stuff like that. It's always like a triune energy, and everybody work together to make the thing as a team work. You know what I'm saying? Because just because you ain't in a physical form yet, you in a metaphysical form. You know what I'm saying? You in that metaphysical form that we call gas and liquid. That's what I like to call it. I like to call it gas and liquid. You know what I'm saying? Where you can make all them fart clouds from Abraham. I wouldn't recommend the Abraham bosoms. But you can make a whole lot of fart clouds and stuff like that there. And then it condense and become an actual bosom. Actual bosom. Actual bosom. A hard head make a soft behind. Don't forget it. Oh, I'm saying hard head making some behind now. You know what I'm saying? Hard head making some behind now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all butts is real jiggly right now, and that ain't right if you a man. So you run around with your pants sagging and stuff like that. You just got out of jail 20 years and stuff like that. We know you got a soft behind. Hopefully nobody booty banded you. Hopefully nobody swiped their nuts across your butt cheeks. Cause you must have had a hard head down the line somewhere. So that's why you want to sag your pants and do all this flunked out extracurricular stuff that just to end up in being in jail. Cause it start to look like you like being in jail. Do you like being in jail? Do you like being in jail? Do you got a friend in there? I'm saying, do you feel bad and guilty that you're out free? See, that's a psychology right there. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do need to be discussing. I'm the new sad guru now. I'll say he can't reach people where I reach. He can't reach the hood. He can't reach the people. I'll say all he do is reach smack monkeys with goddamn John Clenta open toe sandals that got the Jesus Nike logo on the side. Some man look like he about to jump a basketball shot, but it's a cross in his hand. Or a crescent moon. Oh, I'll say some Muhammad man with a long beard with a crescent moon. Looking like he about to dunk. With his tongue out like Michael Jordan or something. I'm not saying real stuff. Like, this word ain't about nothing. This word ain't about nothing. That's what God showed me. God showed me, man. It's just smack monkeys. Don't even sit there and like get upset about nothing like that. Just chalk it up that this eon is lost. All right, just chalk it up. You gonna feel better. I felt better ever since that day. God taught me that. God was like, yeah. So I ain't had no expectations, nothing. God saved me from the devil. God saved me from the devil. Plain and simple. God saved me from the devil. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no expectations, so I didn't care about anything. God just said, do you, child. I did me. Then God started looking like, yeah, that's like what I used to do and stuff like that. I did me. You know what I'm saying? So God like when God's children do stuff like that. You ain't God's children if you like that. You probably somewhere hating on one of God's children. That's probably what you is if you ain't thinking like that. You somewhere hating on one of God's children because they done did something that you wish you would have did first. You know what I'm saying? It ain't our fault you ain't God's children. Hey, nobody's fault that you ain't God. Nobody told you to be born between some of these. So let me get the name and time periods now. Don't let me get the name and time period. We're going to keep it PBS on this channel. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it real PBS on this channel. We're going to, this 12 minutes. We're going to get to the astrology now. You're going to keep it real PBS. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for the donation. Ladies, say now, appreciate that for the Bible. Other than that. PBS. CB4. I said cell block 4. Oh, Chris Rock. Other dude. Now, look, check this out. Now, we got the sun in Libra and we got the moon in Virgo. So right now, like I said, like I was getting ready to break down, but I kind of stopped myself because we went 12 minutes in. So sometimes I just like to, break down mind frames and construction energies and stuff like that so people can understand, like, okay, this is what he mean by this. He ain't talking about the physical world. So once he start talking about or start naming things in the physical world, I know Uriel constructed my mind in the first 12 minutes to let even the song wasn't even about something in reality, to construct something and goddamn it, we ain't talking about the solid world. And now we good to go. You know what I'm saying? So keep this in mind. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Because it ain't reality if somebody going Jeepers Creepers. How is that reality? It's a reality somewhere, though. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm that monster Drake's child was talking about. Shout out to Drake's kid. Drake Kid intelligent. Drake Kid was talking about me. You know what I'm saying? The woods. The little monster in the woods. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only little monster in the woods in the esoteric world for all the kids and all the dreams and all the adults and stuff like that. I'm the only one. You know what I'm saying? Like real stuff. So like sometimes I'll be like, okay, I'm in the physical world. Okay, where's my views? Where's my billions? You know what I'm saying? So I start thinking about that. I don't be thinking about nothing else nobody be thinking about and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. I stop there. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into hatred energy. I don't get into, tomorrow I'm going to upload 1,000 videos of everybody who copy my style. So no, I don't get into all that. I start just thinking like what other stuff. Like sit back like, okay, I'm waiting. Where's my $1 billion? You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing me. That's it. I don't really get into all the like y'all weird competition stuff y'all get into down here. Aries is good sport. Even this mixtape I'm about to drop, going in on everybody, it's a good sport. Everybody gonna feel good getting dissed by me because I know how to do my opposite energies, the air. So people know it ain't personal. People know it ain't none of the people know it's all out the fun. I'm bringing fun back in music. I'm bringing fun back in hip hop. I'm bringing fun back. Everybody like can't get mad at me. Dang, what the heck they just do with the screen? The YouTube mad at me right now though. I don't know what was that. Did y'all see that? I said, did y'all see that? Yeah, I seen that. What the hell is that? I don't. What the hell is? Did we go to? Did we go to the moon? What is that? That look like the vibrations we be seeing when we go to Mars. I know it's Mars Day. I know it's Mars Day. Trust me. I was gonna wear my Ram coat today. How I get on this? Yeah, you two bugging like a motherfucker. Yeah, I was gonna wear my Ram coat today. I was gonna wear my Ram hat today. Everything. I was like, yeah, it's Mars Day. I said, I know it's Mars Day. You ain't got to remind me, you two. I'm breaking down astrology right now. You ain't got to remind me. Listen. I know it's Mars Day. I know it's like, Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on my soul. Yeah, I said you ain't got to remind me. God damn. I said, let me rock. Let me rock. Just let me rock a little bit. All right, now check me out. Now look, right? We got now we got the sun in Libra and we got the moon in Virgo. So with the sun in Libra and the moon in Virgo, this putting us into a situation where you want to like I broke down, but I didn't want to go in deep. So pay attention to these houses too. And you might be over analytical when it comes into your relationship, especially when it comes to being cynical and stuff like that. Like you might think somebody always up to something, try to take your money, or stuff like that. Like my chill that like everything in about reality in the solid world. Even though this Virgo energy may make us feel like that, you don't have to necessarily participate in that energy. And then for the most part, you need to make sure that you don't chalk up spirituality to have something to do with a person obtained or not too, because this would make you. And I can't preach that enough. I know I say that through a lot of live streams, but I can't preach that enough because I live in the hood. I live in the area where grandma is the hardest thing, where it ain't even Christianity. If you read the Bible for yourself, it's everybody making up their own version of something that they get ready to make an excuse when they do something wrong, or they get ready to say that they God was the reason that something happened to somebody that they ain't like at the moment, whether it's a family member or a friend. Now when you live in an area like that, you understand things very clearly. You know what I'm saying? If you get a crackhead to fix your car and they ain't fix it right, Jesus getting ready to have something to do with it. Somebody late on their bills or something like that, Jesus getting ready to have something to do with it. Someone made their bills on time, Jesus getting ready to have something to do with it. Everybody family that got blown up and everybody family got into a car accident, Jesus getting ready to have something to do with it. Everybody got new cars. Everybody got new jobs and stuff like that. Jesus get ready. So when you from an area like that, then you know what I'm talking about. Jesus Christ. What is you doing, you two? Yeah, you two tripping on phone. But for the most part, when you understand it from that aspect and things of that nature, then okay, I see what's going on. The YouTube made me miss my point because I don't know why I keep going. Why is you doing that? What's wrong with you? I must be getting striked. That's what it is. Oh, the trolls is back. God, why are you trying to mess up the man, I'm trying to prepare people for the full moon. Let me refresh it. Yeah, I'm getting striked there. That's how. Yeah, I just checked it too. I'm getting striked. Dang, like why you like? Damn, you haters is something else. They probably like, yeah, Dolo was talking smack, thinking we disappeared yesterday. Let's get them. Let's get them today. Because anytime you refresh it and things of that nature, and it's clear like that, and it was clear at the beginning, that let you know it ain't nothing wrong with YouTube, but I'm getting striked. So anytime you get striked multiple times, you get put in an algorithm, like you get put in the review while you're live. When other processes going on start loading while your regular process is loading, that's what make it fuzzy. It ain't necessarily people messing with it. It's just that's just what YouTube do. And when there's other processes loading on your stuff, it'll make it seem like it's buffering in areas that don't affect the live stream, but the visualization of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing YouTube got to fix for people who get striked and learn that people got haters. That was one of the reasons why YouTube took away the dislike button, because it was too many people that was important on YouTube, like PewDiePie, that just got haters or spam for no reason. People trying to spam their own stuff to get popular on the comment section and stuff like that, and disliking for no reason, thinking that it do stuff and stuff like that. So YouTube can't get too many complaints from people that make YouTube the most money. You always remember, YouTube is a business. So people who make YouTube the most money is people who don't care about politics and stuff like that. And so when they start complaining about stuff like that, stuff shake. That people like that is who got the dislike button removed. But now YouTube got to start fixing this now. Get this, YouTube. Get them. You know. So we can stop complaining about putting our videos through review to show it ain't nothing wrong with the person is striking about. Like anything that they click on the list, you see we ain't doing nothing, so you keep the video up. But the content creators still suffer with the algorithm because the video be fuzzy and we be having to talk about this and without the topic for a second. You know what I'm saying? So YouTube, get that, fix that. Fix that. You know what I'm saying? But here we go. We look like we rocking now. They choked out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? All right, but look. Sun conjunct we also got the Sun conjuncted Mercury. So with the Sun conjuncted Mercury, and things of that nature in Libra, right? Because Mercury is in Libra too, which I'm going to break down, right? So we may come up with some type of idea and like in our mind get so rooted of that decision, we can't see it no other way. And we might make it be the right decision in our mind. And it's going to start to be shown through our actions to a certain degree. So our actions is going to be the things that's on our mind. And our mind is going to be a whole bunch of decisions that we come to grips and agreeable energies with that sometimes can be faulty. It can be wrong because it's too much in the same energy of the sun. So anytime you have the sun and the moon, the sun and Mercury in the same area, sometimes it's like you get what you see. A person, they act with their thinking. You know what I'm saying? They never like sit back and justify if their way of acting is sufficient or is respectable in other people's minds. Like a lot of times and this is like everybody you see in your life and things of that nature that probably got the sun in the same sign or conjuncting their Mercury sign. So your Mercury and your Sun, or you're around people who got the Mercury and Sun in the same time. These are individuals sometimes who have to go through a lot of experiences to realize that they have to think a little bit more before acting, because their thoughts is so blended in with their actions that they can't see the difference. They can't see the difference. And how they think is how they act. And a lot of times they have to be proved wrong a lot of times to if they're the lower octave, for them to realize that, yeah, this is a trait that you have to transform and transmute. Sometimes you act before thinking, or you think before acting, and sometimes that puts you in two flunky situations, because it could be situations where it's time for you to act and you too busy thinking that your actions is to think. So you end up overanalyzing about something that's very small and making a small issue bigger than what it is. And then it could be other situations where it's when you were supposed to do that, where you were supposed to act fast. No, the other way around. When you act too fast, but you was sitting around trying to think too sufficiently. Then there's other situations you're thinking too sufficiently when it's time for you to act fast. And therefore, this puts you into a lot of situations where the outside world have to teach you about logical intelligence beyond emotional intelligence. Logical is intelligence. It's knowing how you're coming across to others based upon what's on your mind. Not convincing yourself what's on your mind is the end all and be all. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're doing something wrong, you would think a person giving you a negative reaction is something that they're wrong about. And a lot of times it takes a lot of experiences, and it depends if your life is real hard, like mine's growing up, you will learn real fast. So you don't have to go through a lot of experiences, because 1 or 2 experiences was catastrophic enough. 1 or 2 experiences was 1,000 experiences to an individual or suburb person or something like that. You see what I'm saying? So And I got Sun and Mercury same sign, so I could speak on things like this. So it don't matter if you got my opposite position, Libra, and Mercury same sign. You're just playing out the Libra energy, but it's still the same concept that you will play out in things where your mentality is the end all and be all. If you haven't went through enough experiences in the world to show you it's not. Even when you negative, you'll be thinking your negative method is madness is a method to it. Your negativity is justified and stuff like that. Where in all actuality, to the outside world, it look like some self entitlement that you don't even realize and stuff like that. And it's probably a self entitlement you don't have. It's just how you coming across. So you have to be aware of that too. If any of y'all who got the Sun and Mercury in the same sign. Somebody said, why? Because the Sun and Mercury is in the same sign. Mercury is your thoughts and your analytical skills, and your Sun is your actions. So the way you think and your actions is in the same place. So it go extreme. Anytime you got two energies in the same place, it go overboard more than others who don't got the same energy. Another person know how to spread their energy more out thin. A person who got especially Mercury and air, and it's so easy to have that. This is what makes half of the world narcs. About 92% of the world has the Sun and Mercury in the same sign. And then it's probably like 8% left that got the Sun and then Mercury either in the sign before or the sign after it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to look at it like that based upon time and transit and stuff like that. So this what makes the world narky, because it's teamwork makes the dream work. And if half of the world got the Sun and Mercury in the same sign, that collection of thoughts make the less percentage of people who don't got that have to react in that way too. And everybody may not be that way due to the fact of having Mercury in a different sign of the Sun. But when they interact with other individuals, they have to learn how to be that way, because life and the universe will create an event with external individuals with that alignment to show them that, yeah, you're a small percentage in the world and you kind of need to get with the program. And it's just the way things are right now. You know what I'm saying? You have to develop a little narky energy in a respectable way before you give too much of yourself to others. Because anytime you have the Sun and Mercury in the sign before or after, you're more comfortable giving yourself to others than yourself. And then you have to look at everybody in the world making it and stuff, which is 92% of the world. You see these people getting it in areas that if you express yourself in that manner, you will feel uncomfortable. And I'm the astrologer. I'm pure Uriel. I'm breaking down what that is, so you can know what that is now. You're purely just looking at half of the world expressing Sun, same sign Mercury, and there's a narcissism that's needed because there's the whole world, everything in it built off of that by most of the percentage of people with that energy built in these worlds and these concepts and these jobs that we have to jump into. So when you have the Sun and Mercury in the sign before or after, you still have to get with the program in a more uncomfortable way than half of the world that's doing it to make you feel like you're separate from the world at times too. Man, what the heck? Because you got to think about it like this. There's a lot of people in the world. So when you're an astrologer and an astronomer, you realize that the Sun and Mercury spend more time in the same sign than it does in the sign before or after. So if it spend more time, people get born and die every day. More people being born with the Sun and Mercury in the same sign than the Sun and Mercury being in the sign before and after. And then it takes an off cycle basis anyway too, so that makes it even more special, because it takes what, a retrograde or two for it even to be like that anyway. But it can't go that far away because of the distance and the closeness and stuff of it. So it's not going to be that far away for it to create a sextile or create a trine between the Sun and Mercury. So just the simple fact that retrogrades and things of that nature exist is the pure fact that people with the different Sun and Mercury can exist in the first place, but then it also makes them a little low-key special. But I know I like to put that ED after it and stuff like that. I say special ed. Don't think you someone. I'll say it. Real style. I'll say come back down to earth real quick. I'll say because I know the way I talk and I know the way people mind get sometimes. I start talking, I get real deep. Half of everybody that watch me that got a Mercury and a different and a sun in a different sign start thinking they superheroes now and some other type stupid stuff. And I said some stuff they start. And I did it. I got blood on my hands. Some old smack monkey getting ready to be depressed about something tomorrow though. And it's like, oh dang, I done gave grace to something that I don't know no better. I done made something feel like something they ain't. Nah, I gotta suffer. God, God, why I do that? All right, now let's check this out. But hopefully, if you watch my channel, you're a powerful spirit. Hopefully. All right, let's finish these alignments. Because what time is it? We got 15 minutes until we go to the open piano channel, and I want to break down some esoteric knowledge. And we're still going to be throwing in astrology and stuff like that. But tomorrow I'm gonna do the flight tarot card reading. I think I want to do the 3-card again. Depending on how many readings I got to do. I ain't checked. I know I still got some finish. I still got some readings I gotta finish, and then I check everyone who came after them. I'm trying to do it in order. And then also I'm gonna break down the full moon itself and what area of life we need to pay attention to, and you know how to correlate it so you don't be in no weird circumstance that you're planting bad seeds and now you have to play catch up. You know what I'm saying? Now no one got the mustard for that. So keep that in mind. And playing catch up, this means that when you plant seeds during a certain alignment, you're developing a whole lot of accumulation of that kind of energy as a fart cloud. Then it bends in and become an event. Now, when the moon change, right, or the transit change, you're still dealing with those kind of events, and you have to deal with it with those kind of energies, but you have to deal with it with the new energy, the new transit, the new moon. And that makes you feel like you're held back. That makes you feel like you have to lie. You have to squeal your way out of something, or, you know what I'm saying, put your phone on airplane mode or don't disturb. All those type of circumstances come from you manifesting, planting bad seeds, or putting your foot in your mouth, or agreeing to terms and conditions yesterday that you no longer feel comfortable with tomorrow. So the reason why it felt so good to do it that time yesterday or 2 moons ago, now you can consider that's a confirmation of you was lost into a monetary gain. Yeah, it looked good based upon the energy in the sky, and as below, what you thought you needed filtered through that energy. Once it's a different energy in the sky, and now you have a different mode as below, that same thing may not necessarily be needed as a phase. And then when you still have to deal with it, it play out as frustration. It play out as spiritually, you having to look back, aka you planted bad seeds. You having to play catch up. You having to deal with the same energy of yesterday, but you got to deal with it with the energy of today, the transits of today, the moon of today. And then you could be manifesting and being open to the things that God wants you to accumulate with the energy of today, but you too busy having to use the energy of today for things you accumulated yesterday. So you constantly, or last week, so you constantly playing catch up, constantly playing catch up. That's what that means. Sometimes it takes 10 years for a person to hit an L or something like that, or do something in their life or get a good job to be like, F all that stuff. And then they start feeling better and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Don't die with no regrets and stuff like that, because you're not listening to what I'm saying on a broad spiritual level. You know what I'm saying? Now, we're running this down though, real quick. So we also got the sun in conjunct Jupiter and Taurus. So with the sun in conjunct Jupiter and Taurus, this is misunderstanding. So a lot of times we can formulate misunderstandings when it comes into our experiences, our events, and what we have learned from it. So you might been going through things that you ain't learning from, and you're not even looking at these situations like it's something you need to learn from. Yes, it's something you need to learn from. There's a reason you're going through these situations. There's a reason you're going through these circumstances, and you're not paying attention to it. You're too distracted into what went wrong. You're too distracted into you don't feel this way. You think it should have been that way. These are circumstances you could be lost in that blind you from actually what God want to show you in the situation. So, and then if you don't pay attention to that first situation, God will take you through a scarier situation until you learn how to find the thing you need to pay attention to that's actually for you to realize after the outcome that you would have had it no other way. Because without that situation, you wouldn't have learned such and such and this and met who and did that and that. You get what I'm saying? But God needs you to do those type of things. When you don't do those type of things, there's something you're like missing. You're must be shaking hands with the devil. You're lost in expectation, and you're not getting that expectation, and you're more distracted into that. So when you're not getting it, things go wrong, and you're letting that things go wrong energy pour out in other areas of your life. They ain't even got nothing to do with going wrong, and that plays out as you're gonna start playing out characteristics of self-sabotaging in those other areas that ain't even got nothing to do with what's going wrong. I see this every day in the hood. Let's make it simple. Homeboy just have an argument with his baby mother or something like that. He come to the block or he come to the apartment complex and to the driveway and things of that nature, and then he want to go ahead and take it out on everybody. But what he taking it out on is us playing dice or us doing this. So we don't necessarily know what's going on and things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? But all that energy that he brought from the crib is pouring out in other areas that ain't got nothing to do with it. So he's self-sabotaging his relationships with others and his friends and stuff like that based upon him already experiencing some other energy when he back at the crib with his baby mother or whatever like that. And whatever that unbiased equilibrium character, he's allowing it to affect him in a 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, letting it become pouring out in all his other polarizations and stuff like that. So that's how you understand that from a reality base. You see what I'm saying? Where if he was a real man, he'll know how to not let that situation affect his other situations. People like that is bad for business. We will only end up in jail. I don't want you on the block with me. I don't want you on the corner with me. We will end up in jail, especially if all your conversations is about your baby mother. I like to have conversations of how tomorrow going to be better than today, based upon is we calculating, where's the calculator, where's this, where's that, you know what I'm saying, where's the scale, where's the, I want to talk about stuff like that and get familiar with those thoughts so we could go into more expanded thoughts in that area. I'm not trying to have more expanded thoughts and your issues and stuff like that with your baby mother. Then we just gonna become creator witches and wizards with our minds, how to make better thoughts about depressing stuff like that, and that takes us away from stuff that's prosperous. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna end up in jail, homeboy. You see what I'm saying? Just on that premise, I'm trying to save you before we even end up in jail 6 months down the line from now. Even if you don't understand what I'm saying and how I'm acting to you, you probably be like, "Man, Dolo, why you acting like that? You acting like we already in the car. We already did this. We already did that. We already got you like." Nah, it's what can happen in the future based upon your character now, punk. Thank you so much for the donation, Lady Satan. I appreciate that from my heart. Real stuff. That's how I talk. Don't come around me if you don't like it. Because I sure ain't asking you. And I sure ain't giving you this energy like I need you to be in a booth with me. So you like to be in a booth. You gonna respect how I talk then. Or take your ass to hell, go to jail then. And get your mother, auntie, and mother mad at you and your grandmother mad at you. You wasn't hanging with the intelligent homie. That's your fault. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Real stuff. Now look, check this out too. We got Sun in conjunct Jupiter. So like I said, you can misunderstand your experiences right now. Try to gain an understanding. Don't just prejudge so much. You know, Jupiter don't like prejudging. So that's what it be meaning by that. We also got Sun in conjunct we got Sun, and I'm gonna push this other live stream back 15 minutes to 11:15 because that ain't gonna be enough time. 10 minutes ain't gonna be enough time to run this down. So let me run the open panel and the witchcraft. The witchcraft I'm gonna break down and stuff like that y'all need to be paying attention to. That still got something to do with astrology. Don't ever get it messed up. 15 minutes back though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got the Sun in conjuncting Uranus along with Jupiter and Taurus. So we might misunderstand how to express our uniqueness, our individuality. And we may misunderstand what we are experiencing and how to, develop the comprehension skill through our events and our experiences. So we might prejudge and we might do the complete opposite than expressing our unique self. And we might rebel, oppose, or try to change something that we don't necessarily need to change. And then therefore it is going to become negative because we're running away from the actual things we need to change. So we have to be careful of that. Don't let this alignment play that out for you either. Don't let that alignment play that out for you either. Because with the in conjunction is 150-degree angle. So it's basically in the Bible the allegory that they're explaining as a sin. Anytime you hear about sin in the Bible, it's an allegory of breaking down the 150-degree angle alignment. And then they're getting ready to break down the yod after it too. I can break down each scripture to let y'all know that too. Put 11:15. 11:15. All right. Yeah. So we also got sun. So like I said, we got the sun in conjunct Neptune too. Sun in conjunct Neptune in Pisces. Now Saturn is getting ready back in on the cusp of Aquarius. So how we see reality right now is based on wanting to associate ourselves. That's why you're hearing so much of this type of energy when it comes to the spiritual community. You're hearing a lot of energy about associating ourselves with others, and which y'all know I've been talking about that for the past 10 years. But at the same time, we're getting to a circumstance where it's getting serious right now, and everybody actually trying to do it with their tribe or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to business. Or structuring, because here's what we need to understand. We're trying to create something as far as not la la land, but something that we can sustain ourselves in reality. Like, I ain't doing this for play. This is resume. 10 years of things of that nature. I can't preach that enough because it's resume. So I'm trying to create a situation where I can do this for the rest of my life. Even if I sit up in a building and live there in the attic, just making school and teaching part of my life for the rest of. So we're trying to create things that we're changing and creating a new circumstance in the world that we can solidify ourselves as everybody else did, just like the Masons, Jews, and the Jesuits and stuff like that. Or you're just going to be a piggyback spirit that's sitting around trying to be up under these subsidiaries and go to these colleges that's named up under these individuals' names. Where you could be in a position right now, it's a free fall, especially in 2023, going into 2024. You could have a college named after you. You could have teachings made after you. You could have lectures made after you. This is a real thing in 2024, 2023. And you could be part of a community that all of y'all got that knowledge in some way, shape, or form, that it could be a force field, which it ain't nothing but what the Jews and Jesuits and Masons did anyway. Or it would be no such thing as there being a Masonic lodge in all these different cities and states. That's soul tribe energy. That's soul group type stuff. What y'all think that is? Duh. So in the spiritual community, y'all need to stop being haters amongst each other and hating other individuals and striking them. Why? And y'all see they stopped striking me. I shouldn't have said it. I shouldn't have said nothing about it. Because we're going smooth right now. But yeah, check it out. We also got Sun squaring Pluto in Capricorn. So we might need to learn how to transform our relationships and how we relate to others and network and communicate. And once we transform that, it's going to be more sufficient to get us prepared for when it goes direct. No, it's direct right now, right? And get ready to go back into Aquarius and get into that cusp energy that blends in like my Mars sign. And so, this has been cusp in my Mars sign for a long time. My Mars is 29 degrees Capricorn. So I'm an Aquarius Capricorn Mars, and I'm a Venus Gemini Taurus. But but breaking down to Mars, what does this actually mean? The whole world, my Mars sign, my passions, my motivations, and what y'all see me passionate about, that's what the whole world and the shadow government is transmuting by default. So even if it's people that's not aware of me, especially in shadow government, you still gonna see certain characteristics that y'all see from me just because I'm putting myself out there. I'm online every day, and the people that's in the world, they're online too. You're gonna see certain similarities and things of that nature based upon how the expression and the character is being expressed. But only when y'all see me in my passion or in my bag or going for my passion or see me doing something that I'm passionate about. If it's something that's dealing with my Venus or something like that, with my Venus it's a trine. But if it's something dealing with my Jupiter or something like that and things of that nature, may not be the case. Well, a little bit my Jupiter, because my Jupiter is in Taurus too. So just my energy itself, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Put y'all in a situation of seeing a character of what's going on in the whole world. Pluto is in that Capricorn and Aquarius energy. So what does that mean in general? Pluto represents transformation and taking power and control over something like that, or transforming something so you could transmute it into a more positive perspective. Now, all of that energy is focused on Capricorn and Aquarius energies. So we're doing that transforming or transmuting into a positive perspective, or if you're lower octave, experiencing tower moments or stinging yourself or others, or the death of something that you got to let go because you did it out of some type of monetary gain and you know that you was a fool when you was doing it. All of that is catered towards our status, what we're known for, how we're seen, and how we materialize, and our structure in our business and our status, if I haven't said that, and which is Capricorn, and our associations, our group effort. You know what I'm saying? What we are a part of, our humanitarian work, or our collection of associations, or if we are guilty by association, that'd be the lower octave of it. The higher octave of it, if you are associated with something that's like-minded, whether person, place, or thing that can persevere and you can receive public gain or have a public persona. So these are the energies that we're forced to transform and take more power and control over, aka building a business or community or constructing or being entrepreneurs, Capricorn, when it comes to the people, places, and things that we are associated with. So we're not doing it in a lower octave way, putting blemishes on our status, Capricorn, by us being guilty by association, Aquarius. So these are the main factors that we're forced to take power and control over. Anytime you ain't got power and control over these areas, this is why you're experiencing non-support. This is why you are experiencing your business or your circumstances or your Amazon, eBay, SD, your online circumstances, your real life, persevering, even if you got a regular job, but you're not getting it in, or the water getting as good than other employees and stuff like that. Even if you're a manager, you're not getting it in while they're getting as good like the district manager or whatever the case. It's always a ladder scale. It's due to this fact. You not transforming and taking power and control over your status and how you need to be seen in some way to develop a business that you can associate that with others who are like-minded that want to participate with that same form of building. If you're not in that participation right now, you won't even be able to work at Taco Bell and have that Taco Bell check work for you. So that's the energy we have to all be in, no matter what ladder or class you're at the moment. And we see the shadow government doing that right now, even all the way getting into Israel and the war right now. Listen to what they're breaking down. It's the same thing I'm talking about. Biden, Trump up there talking about what Biden not doing, and Biden up there saying what we need to do, and it's all based on what I'm talking about right now. Transform in some type of way of business, or some way something is conducted, buildings being blown up in some way, shape, or form, right, in order for we can associate ourselves into a more humanitarian state, aka the reason why Gaza or whatever like that, or the Hamas is doing that to Israel, due to the fact of humanitarian energy being lacking, because they claim Israel been secretly doing little snarky stuff like that to make them feel like they need to go to war with them in the first place, so America should stay out of that business anyway, which is all a psyop in the first, which I'm gonna just get into my other channel. I don't know why I'm talking about that right now. Just know it's psyop. That's it. Just know it's psyop. Everything's a psyop. You know what I said? That's all you need to know. Now look, peep game though, right? We got Sun Square Pluto, because this type of stuff get me upset. Like, I don't know what y'all better males be thinking about and get upset about. You're probably going to jail, probably can't take care of your kids, probably your baby mother, probably what your mother expect from you, probably you dropping out of college like Kanye. Yeah, I don't get upset about those kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real man. I get upset about this type stuff and stuff in the world. So if anybody who just watch me for entertainment and be like, why he get more rowdy about stuff like this or whatever, like, because that's why I don't know. That's what my mind be on. I know you would like me to get rowdy about something else and stuff like that, and you might think me getting rowdy about this is some type of fake virtue signaling or whatever like that, but trust me, it wouldn't. I wouldn't have sacrificed my last channel, my other channel, to be demonetized if it was. I'm saying, if it was satire or if I was joking around and playing with it, trust me, if it was more about anything else, I would have been stopped and been the first couple times I got striked. The first few warnings. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. So don't sweat my spirituality. Don't talk down on my spirituality. You better believe I'm fully in and tapped in. Sacrifice money and all. So don't let the Leo ascendant fool you. Do not let the Leo ascendant fool you. Aries be in effect, and Aries do not mind self-sabotaging anytime Leo start developing too much smiley face energy. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. That's one thing Aries don't deal with when it comes to Leo. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes Sag and Leo, sometimes Sag is like more attention than Leo. And so my moon, my feelings be wanting more to be, I be feeling it sometimes, and they be working together with their Birdman hands rubbing. Like, let's get little Aries to do this. And since Aries, the sun sign, is the one how gotta do things. It's the one that gotta go in the world and make it look like it. So, you know, sometimes Leo manipulated, Sag manipulated, and make Aries think that it's doing stuff for attention and stuff. And then once Aries start to manifest it too much, and Sag, my feelings, and my ascendant Leo, how I look, start smiling too much, Aries be like, F this, F that, this, that, F this person, F that. Oh, I feel good again. I feel good again. You know what I'm saying? Aries be back at home. Thanks so much for the donation, New Nikki. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Real stuff. I'm saying? I said that Sag and Leo start smiling too much, then Aries come in and be like, oh no, I'm gonna be a superhero alone. No, I say Aries jump in and be like, oh no, I'm gonna be in the woods alone. I say real stuff, you know, say real stuff, all the way down to Aries. Leo and Sag be like, yeah, community, subconscious soul group and stuff like that. Then Aries jump in, oh no, I got my own community. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all give me some grace. Aries don't be playing sometimes. Aries don't be playing sometimes. I'm gonna keep it 100. Aries, I think Aries is just different from all the signs. It don't even matter if it's shared in alignment. I say Aries don't agree about nothing. I'll tell you that right now. Even if Aries agree with getting attention from Sagittarius and Leo, it do it like the first house. I'd rather just get myself attention. Like it says, like something wrong with Aries energy. Something wrong with Aries energy. It don't get along with none of it. Like, not even itself. Like, for real. Captain Flight Marvel was Aries. Oh, I say got the Vegeta hairline on the shirt. On the leather coat. That. Hidden symbolism. And on the that. All right, now look. Oh shit, what time is it? Okay, okay, Lil, check this out, right? We also got the sun, we got the sun opposing Chiron in North Node. Now, these is in Aries and stuff like that, so y'all got to peep game. We in a circumstance right now where you might emotionally run away from making mistakes, and it might be situations God needs you to do that ain't even a mistake, but you're looking at it like, oh, it got certain vulnerability in there. I can't do that right now. A person gonna look at me like this. This situation is gonna look at me like that. I'm not gonna feel comfortable, or I don't want to shake things up, or if I do this, I might lose that, or if I do that, I might lose this. All that weird fart cloud energy that look like you just been talking to the devil too much. That's how Archangel Uriel look at it. It is like, whatever you're coming up with them ideas about, you talking to the devil too much. Who said any situation is that? Who said that got to be the outcome in your mind? Who said that's even what it is? Who said you even need what you think you got right now as far as a comfort zone? I'm saying, I don't even care if it's that smack monkey best friend you talk to. Who said you need that person? God will take that person right away from you. Whether they make that person do some negative stuff to make you be like, oh, this ain't no friend, or that person to die or something. I don't want to say stuff like that, because that's like low key narcissism. Because you can see narcissism. Anybody who just got out of Christianity, they secret fetishes really be people like me and real spiritual people who don't really care about none of that stuff, because all that stuff was made off people, the stuff we talk about, people like me. But people in Christianity don't understand that, so so when they get out of it too, they still talk like it without understanding it. Like, for an example, right, you might hear people that's in Christianity or something like, or who just got out of it, and they get online trying to talk, so they might use words like manifesting, but they use terms like how to manifest your person. First of all, that's narcissism. Anything you're manifesting is an ability, and what you do with that ability is how you materialize. And if another person choose to do that with you, or like what you materialized, and you should watch them if they only like more what you materialize other than your ability to manifest in the first place, because if you was to lose that, you could get it again type concepts, right? If they don't like that more important, then you need to watch that anyway. But for the most part, you need to watch if they just care more about you accumulated. But that's as far as you can go with another person's mind. So if one person's mind trying to teach you, which is a mind, how to manifest another mind, as if another mind ain't got the same power both of y'all got, talking, the teacher and the student. The person saying you can manifest, and the person saying, oh, I got a person in my mind I want to manifest, so let me listen to this person, right? Both of y'all are reprobates. Because manifesting, you can't, that's narcissism. That's like, I don't understand why you don't get it. Like, to me, that's like, as Archangel Uriel, that's like, to me, you trying to do some type of witchcraft to force another mind to turn into a robot for you. How you gonna make somebody like you? How you gonna manifest that? Life is about reciprocation when it comes to two organs and two minds. If it's an object, you can materialize that and manifest that. You can't talk like that when it comes to another person. That's narcissism. So wherever y'all humans be getting that from online, that y'all be talking like that, That's narcissism. You can't manifest your person. That don't even make no sense. So you're gonna use some trick to make another person who got a mind for themselves think the way you want them to think about you. That's basically what you're saying. You just make it sound good because you're using words like manifest, and y'all lack social skills, so y'all always trying to find easy shortcut ways to do stuff. Like it's just that, period. That's just all it is. It ain't got nothing to do with God or nothing like that. All right, now look, check this out. Right. So y'all got to change the way y'all talk about that. There's no such thing as manifesting a person. You know what I'm saying? It's either you and that person, y'all both into the same thing. And both of y'all could be manifesting abilities. And both of y'all could be using that ability to materialize in the world together if y'all got the same common interests. But both of y'all minds gonna have different ways of going about things. Can't one person create no witchcraft to make another person's mind think completely like the other person's mind. That's the dumbest stuff ever. So anytime you hear any knowledge about how to manifest your person, that's lostness, witchcraft. You can only hear that from a person who never did that before. Trust me. And if they saying they did that, ask their partner, what was their partner thinking? And if they partner add on to their story, their testimony, like, oh, I liked it, this person, then that already debunks the person manifesting that person in their life. Because the person that they manifest is supposed to say this. Oh, something just happened to me, and I just thought everything the way this person thought, and I was just around this person now for the rest of my life. That don't even make no sense. Like, so that person ain't had no life or nothing. They ain't had no ex. They ain't had no circumstance they was in. Nothing. That don't even make no sense. I'm saying that don't even make no sense and stuff like that. So how you gonna manifest a person who got a whole circumstance of their own life and stuff like that? But you just manifest them to not have no circumstance that they got automatically for you. That don't make no sense. That's why anytime you hear somebody talking like that, trust me, they never did it themselves. They never did it themselves. And if you hear a story, and if they are partnershiped up, and they got a story, I bet the story ain't described like that happened. I bet the story is described as one person was into something and liked it the other person, and the other person was aware of the other person, and it took their mind of reciprocation to like them. So they worked together as a team. It wasn't just one person creating a situation. One person was like, hey, I like you, I got a car. The other person was like, hey, I like you, I got an apartment. That was it. It wasn't no manifesting. One person was just doing a whole bunch of stuff. That's just stupid. That's dumb. Because they'd set you on that type of path. They'd be like, all you got to do is do this. Then you'll be thinking manifesting mean you doing a whole bunch of stuff by yourself. Ain't no such thing as just one person having their way of manifesting their person as, oh, I got to do all this by myself. I got to get this. I got to get a house. I got to get a car. I got to get this. At that point, when you get all those things, a relationship ain't worth shit. That's the point of a relationship. Doing stuff like that with a person. Anytime you're listening to a person who say, here's how you manifest your person, trust me. And if they ain't got no person. And if they got a person, they testimony ain't that. And if they ain't got no person and they give you the manifestation list, I bet it be a whole bunch of stuff that you got to do that's the point of a relationship. Why would you be doing all those things by yourself if you're doing those things to get a relationship? If you do all those things by yourself to get in a relationship, you a fucking fool. You only going to attract someone to take advantage of you. So don't listen to those people like that. Anytime somebody talking about how to attract your manifest your person, it's always going to be a whole bunch of stuff that you're supposed to do with another person that builds the bond that's necessary for you to call yourself to being in a relationship with someone. Other than that, you just going to be some free pass. Getting your little heart broke. Getting your little Taurus heart broke. Getting your little Gemini, heart broke. Getting the little Cancer heart broke. That's all that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And you wasting a whole bunch of time doing stuff alone just to still be alone. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better learn something. All right, but look, check this out. We also got Moon, which takes us into the opposition energies. The sun opposing Chiron. You might run away from mistakes that ain't mistakes, and the sun opposing North Node. You may run away from feeling vulnerable and jumping into unfamiliar situations, but you have to learn how to gain comfortability with uncomfortability, especially when it comes to our passions, motivations, and our desires. And you might be thinking that you're gonna make a mistake even when you ain't, when it comes to going for your passions, motivations, and your desires, due to the fact of these things are in Aries, and by the sun being in Libra, along with Mercury and things of that nature, this puts us into a situation where you're thinking you're making the right choice, running away from something that God needs you to actually do to see your capabilities and incapabilities at this time. You know what I'm saying? We also got Sun Sextile and Lilith. So you may see opportunities where you could be embarrassed and be put on front street, on center stage, and getting all attention for the wrong purposes. So be careful of these energies. We also got Moon conjunct Venus, right? The way we love, appreciate, and value, and things of that nature uh, may only have something to do with pleasure. So you got to be careful of that too, and make sure you're not sizing that up onto a person's back. You know what I'm saying? Where you start to expect certain things that they might not be able to correspond back to you. Um, we also got Moon sextile and Mars in late Libra, right? Because Libra is getting ready to go into Virgo. So I mean, Mars is getting ready to go into Virgo. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, Mars is getting ready to go into Scorpio. Is getting ready to go home. So in late Libra, right? With with the Moon, this puts us in a situation that we're going to have to react and respond. And oh yeah, where I'm at. Jesus Christ, where am I? Oh, okay, here I go. And okay, late Libra. Okay, yeah, sextile. Not that's the alignment I'm looking for. Sextile. Okay, we're gonna be creating all these type of opportunities where we're gonna be able to react and respond to our passions and motivations and desires in a much more sufficient manner. But right now, we're gonna be looking for the right relationships, or the right balancing, or the right circumstances, or the right backing, or the right support, or the right reciprocation, or the right ends of the stick. Even if we're taking the short end of the stick, if we can see in the future that this person could reach their full potential, and they're not taking the short end of the stick on purpose, it's just their situation in their life, and y'all can piggyback off each other, then they can reach the half of the stick that you necessarily need them to reach. And then for the most part, you might start putting effort in that area also. And then for the most part, we got so let me run this down, because the other thing is getting ready to, we got Moon trine Jupiter in Taurus. So we're going to be able to react and respond to our experiences in a much more sufficient manner when it comes to money, stability, security, support, safety, or some type of things we need to worry about that's more predictable, other than things that like dealing with thoughts and feelings that don't lead nowhere or make no money. We also going we got Moon trine and Pluto in Capricorn. So how we react and respond to things have this gift of being able to transform our emotional state when it comes to us trying to present our status. So we're going to be able to have good ideas to get out of our feelings when we're trying to present ourselves when it comes to promoting our business, or getting online or something like that, or something that deals with the gossip or the business that we're into, to make more materialized on the higher octave of business, not the gossip lower octave of it. Then I was about to say mother effer. Then we got Moon trine Uranus. We're gonna have this and Moon trine Jupiter. Oh, didn't I already say that? So Moon trine Uranus and Moon trine Jupiter. We're gonna have this emotional gift in some way to be able to express our uniqueness and our originality when it comes to our emotional expression that we're trying to formulate, as far as make something work as a routine and pattern, and try to not make your emotions a job and things of that nature, because you'll spend the whole day sitting around trying to come up with a better way of expressing your feelings or dealing with your feelings, and that ain't even the main goal in life. But Virgo energy, especially with the moon here, do that. It'll make us try to perfect something with our emotions and feelings that doesn't necessarily need to be perfected, especially when it comes to our emotions and feelings. Our imperfections is actually what we need to be looking towards as what perfects us. What perfects us. Moon trine Pluto. We also gonna got this gift of emotionally transforming our feelings when it comes towards our status, our business, our career, and stuff like that. So yeah, get out your feelings and start presenting yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you can have access and will to these energies. Then we got um Moon, Uranus, and Pluto grand Earth trine. So we're going to have this gift to be able to blend in our emotions, to transform or express our uniqueness in some type of way, to take more power, control over our circumstance and situation that we might be outgrown in, or spiritually outgrown. So now we need to put ourselves into and boss up and put ourselves in a broader space. That's playing out right now. We got Moon in conjunct Chiron in Aries. Then for the most part, we create a whole bunch of misunderstandings when we think that when we go for our passions, we're going to make an emotional mistake. Be careful. We can, but don't let that stop you from your passions and motivations and your desires. So you can at least know if it's actually a mistake there to be had or not. Also, Mercury in conjunct, Moon in conjunct North Node. For the most part, we may misunderstand how to go for our spiritual path, along with the Chiron. We might feel like we're making mistakes. We might misunderstand if we're making mistakes or not. If I say in conjunct. And then we got the Moon in conjunct the North Node. We may misunderstand how to go for our spiritual path due to the fact of being afraid to go for our passions, motivations, and our desires. And then we got Mercury opposed Chiron and Aries. Ooh, then I think I'm mixing these up. Mercury in conjunct Jupiter. My bad. Mercury in conjunct Jupiter and Uranus. Not Chiron and Uranus. Jupiter and Uranus. Mercury in conjuncting Jupiter and Uranus allows us to think, because I'm moving too fast because this other live stream is late. It allows us to not understand how to communicate from our individual perspective or how to change, rebel, and oppose against the right things we need to. So be aware of that too. So let me slow down. Mercury in conjunct, and then Mercury opposed Chiron. The way we think that we're coming up with a good idea to not go for our passions and motivations and desires purely on the premise of thinking that we're going to make a mistake if we do it. So be careful of that energy also. Then Venus in Virgo right now, we're going to love, appreciate, and value and relate to things that deal with consistency, stability, and we might even love, being frustrated and our insecurities and stuff like that. So be careful, because Venus is falling here. So we may love the wrong things that don't have anything to do with reciprocation or reciprocity. Or we might make somebody feel like we have to love their trauma, or they have to love our trauma in order for us to like them. So be careful that we don't play those energies. Mars and Scorpio, our intent, willpower, passion, motivation, and desire is going to be back at home when it comes to the things we need to transform, so we can bring to the surface the things we necessarily need to, not grudges or excitement, but the things that we need to direct our energies towards. And then Pluto direct and things of that nature. For the most part, it's time for us to start transforming and taking power and control over the things that the universe been showing us right in front of us that we've been needing to milk and create a new gold out of. All right, see y'all on another channel. You know what I'm feeling that.